Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to a new scary video. Today we're gonna be talking about some of the darkest, some of the, kind of stuff out there on the internet. We're gonna be talking about the Pentagon. We're gonna be talking about some of the creepiest stories to ever hit the internet. And some of these are very, very dark. So I warn you, if you're squeamish or anything, you might want to click off this video. Because we're not only am I here doing this video. Today, we're going to be having a video from Shane Dawson on my PlayStation Vita. And the video from Shane will be about Mandela effects, and then I'll tell you my thoughts. And yes, if you were wondering, this is a conspiracy theory video. I just used the title that the video is now to get views, because I'm a clickbait nerd. But all seriousness, let's get down to the stories. Let's get down to the conspiracy theory. Let's get down to talking about some of the scare. Talk about first, the Pentagon reveals that aliens exist. Pentagon. Alright, so let me see if this video is actually live, because my PS Vita says it's not, but it's a PS Vita, it's an old console, so we have to see if we're actually live. I'm trying to see if we're actually live. We are live. Alright, guys. But I gotta change the title of the video really quickly. Because some of these stories, like I said, that we'll be talking about today, are some of the darkest stuff that we will ever hear come from me. So let me get the other conspiracy theory video to delete, and we're gonna be talking about the Pentagon revealing aliens. So to do that, we have to have the footage. And since I can't edit in this live stream, and I want to talk with you guys doing one of these, why not do it from my PS feed? So here's the footage. I don't think that's the real video. That's not the real video. Here we go. I found the actual video of NASA revealing UFOs.
That's not on us though, is it? It's not on us, dude. Well, if there's another thing, it's rotating.
Alright, so that's what the Pentagon revealed. They showed all of that, revealing that yes, that is extraterrestrial life. They are aliens. They are in fact real aliens. You know, guys, how Chills does his videos where they're live at first, and he has a different title than when they're actually public? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. No, guys, how Chills videos where they're live at first, and he has a different title than when they're actually public? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oops. Just dropped my freaking tablet on the ground. Alright, so next conspiracy theory that I need to talk about. Let Jane tell you. And I'll tell you my thoughts on what Shane Dawson has to say about Palestine bears. Let me find the video real quick so I can tell you what I'm talking about. Shane, don't hate me for this. I have to show you a video. They ain't gonna believe me if I show like someone else's. I gotta turn it down first. It ain't about this part.
But today's going to be a little bit different because we're only going to talk about one theory, and that's the Mandela effect. So I've done a video on this before, maybe a year or two ago, but since then there's been so much more evidence. There's been more people talking about it. It's just become so much bigger of a theory. So today we're going to go through the whole thing. So for those of you who don't know, the Mandela effect is basically when a lot of people have a memory of something, but then when you look back, it never actually happened. So for example, a lot of people remember September 11th actually taking place on September 10th. But of course, as we all know, it wasn't. So that would be a Mandela effect. And one of the theories for this happening is that some people think that we have actually switched into a different parallel universe. Or some people think that maybe somebody traveled back in time and changed something small, and then that thing affected a lot of other things. Kind of like the movie The Butterfly Effect. When Ashton Kutcher went back in time.
Hey, is this even the right video? Yeah, it is. That you want me to answer. Then I'll change the title of this video when it's uploaded to Conspiracy Theory and Q&A with Fans. Because technically that's what this video is. It's not only about that, but basically what Shane said in the video. I'm not gonna play the whole video for copyright purposes, but what he said was that everybody remembers it as Berenstein Bears, but it turns out it's been Berenstein this whole time. My thoughts on no poop, Sherlock. And then he says the obvious. Darth Vader saying, Luke, I am your father. When it really is, I am your father. Those are the two that I mainly want out my thoughts. Because I like Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I got all the movies on DVD and Blu-ray. To hear that come out of someone's mouth, that it was always been that quote. And I remember one time flipping through way before I bought those Star Wars DVD and became a fan. I was flipping through TV and I heard, I am your father. On TV, I literally heard that. No joke. It makes me Mandela effects are actually not bullcrap. They're actually real. And I can get to the bottom of this. So back in 2017, they were getting talked about like crazy. Everybody was talking about a Mandela effect, and all of a sudden, they disappeared. Hold on a minute, I'm trying to watch stream. all you gotta probably say? Thanks for trying, but you could have tried harder. Alright, so now that we talked about the theory so far, I'm gonna eat me one of these cosmic brownies from Little Debbie. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. So the Mandela effects stop being talked about for a while. Yeah, most of makes the top 10 will talk about them. But besides them, not many will talk about them. So my theory is that the government wants you to stop talking about Mandela effects. Because they're the creators. I mean the government. I want you to stop talking about it. So where they can reveal that aliens are real. So they can take over the world. Jamie hired me in this video. So like, alright. So now let's talk about the dreaded C word. Coronavirus. Insert coronavirus image with drastic music here. So when the pandemic started, I actually thought that it was the beginning of the apocalypse. Everyone would be fighting. Because listen to the premise of what was happening in March. It sounds like Mad Max or The Walking Dead. But Walking Dead without zombie. People were taking and hoarding toilet paper, leaving the shelves empty. And then also in June or July, people started rioting and destroying public property. Sounds like a zombie or Mad Max film. We're living in the apocalypse. It's a matter of time before brain eaters or green beans from another planet show up. to take over our world. Now, that's when I realized, no, coronavirus might not be controlled by the government, might not be a zombie apocalypse, but it might be created by the government. To take over. So we can be distracted. Hey, we need to put on face mask and social distance. And it's all just the government going and taking, letting their virus that they created spread across the world. So where we can all be sick, and they can put us in a FEMA camps. Shane Dawson tried to warn us back in 2017. No one listened. Listen, and it could be happening. So be warned. It could be from a bat, or maybe the government is planning more than they can chew. But I ain't gonna actually try to do all that stuff. I don't want the government to be like, FBI, open up. So, I'm just gonna let the conspiracy theorists like Shane Dawson or Most Amazing Top 10 talk about that kind of stuff, debunk it all, do all that stuff, and mine will just be my thoughts on it. My thoughts are, it's fake. The coronavirus is from bat soup. If that was what I said was to happen, it would have been terrifying. But it's not. The virus is a real virus. A thing we should be worried about. A thing that should scare us. That's why everybody needs to stop being Karens and just follow the social distancing rules. Put on face masks, wear hand sanitizer, stay 6 feet apart. Cause we don't know what this virus can do. We don't know if it's the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. Nobody knows. So, to keep it from being ever that far, follow the rules. And that's all I got for y'all for this conspiracy theory episode. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did and you want more conspiracy theory episodes, leave a like on this video. This was a live stream, but no one actually showed up. So I'm just gonna let this video upload tomorrow, and y'all guys will get to know all of what I'm talking about. Unless someone shows up, I'm gonna end this video in about 10 minutes. So let's think of some more conspiracy theories to talk about. The most important one that I think everyone knows is the true story of the movie The Strangers and The Strangers Pray at Night. Well, I already made a video on that, so go check it out. It's Conspiracy Theory Playlist will be my current playlist. go to my channel, view all these episodes, and then watch this one. Because this one, we are. Actually, some of the stuff we did say is dark. So let's talk about some dark stuff. And that is the Russian sleep experiment. I haven't talked about this in this series. So, Russia's sleep experiment was about Russia back in, like, I think World War II, if I remember. I'm just reading the story from memories. It was about Russia taking a couple people, put them in a room with gas and stuff. Well, they started ripping each other apart. You see the creepy images a lot in What Shall We Do? I mean, not What Shall We Do. And they're in Most Amazing Top 10's video. It's the creature sitting on the bed with the, like, stuff coming out of his mouth. Yeah, that's the Russian sleep experiment. That's where it came from. It did not come from their channel. It came from the Russian sleep experiment. Not sadly, because it's great, but it's not. The Russian sleep experiment, it never happened. But stuff like this could. So we need to watch out. Well, it turns out one of them was carrying out their orders. If I remember, they were eating each other. And then that's actually when they turned the gas off. They all went crazy. And that's all I remember about the Russian sleep experiment. One of the creepiest, scariest creepypastas known man and woman. Let me actually look up the story, because on my Scary Stories channel, I'm doing a Russian sleep experiment video. A full-blown, long one. And guess what? It's gonna be a live stream. Maybe. So, let me look it up. Yeah, I gotta go. Bye, guys. Go to sleep. Oh, there's nothing. So there was chilling. I remember locking my window before I went to bed. So I went to bed. I didn't look to the window, and it was unlocked. I remember, like I said, locking it, and then I went back to sleep. And then when I woke up, I seen more eyes that looked like dead eyes, and then that was scary until I looked at his mouth. He had a big smile on his face, and he said to me, in a voice only a madman can say, "Go to sleep." Jeff the Killer video is on my Scary Stories channel. Check it out. I did not write that one.